Well, Damien Hirst, how's your decorating going?
Well, it was going well until the decorator disappeared, Sid. You haven't got him tickling up your betting office by any chance, have you?
Don't look at me. Have you tried getting him on the mobile dog and bone?
I've been ringing him for 3 days and there's no answer. He slapped a couple of coats of emulsion on the door in the master bedroom and I heard him shriek. And that was the last I saw of him, driving off in his van at 50 miles an hour.
That's all right. I'll do your decorating, Hancock. I'm a dab hand with a brush.
Yes, you've had a few brushes with the law, haven't you, Sid? You've got no experience. I don't want anybody who doesn't know what they're doing. I want a jobbing tradesman.
It's me, Sid, your mate. What more do you want?
That's what I mean. You don't know your undercoat from your underpants, Sid.
Of course I do. Super decorator man wears his underpants outside his undercoat, doesn't he? Ha ha ha.
No, it's okay. Don't put yourself out, Sid. I'll pay for a professional if you don't mind.
Don't go throwing your money around. I know how you hate doing that. I won't charge you nothing.
Ah, now you're talking, Sid. Well, if it's not going to cost me anything...
Right, where do you keep your brushes, Hancock?
I don't think I've got any.
Have you got any ladders?
Come to think of it, no. I'm always afraid a black cat might come along and walk under it.
Have you got any paint and wallpaper?
No, I thought the decorator would have that.
Okay, I'll nip down and get some myself, but it will cost you. And then there's my insurance.
Hang on a minute. How much?
I reckon that with the VAT, that will be $2,000, give or take the odd pub lunch.
Right, that's it. I don't know what I was thinking of. Don't worry, I'll hire a professional, Sid.
Okay, suit yourself, but it's the best offer you'll get, Hancock.
Is that Mr. Sims, painter and decorator? Well, where on earth have you been? If you could get down here quick, because they say in a couple of weeks the wallpaper and paint I ordered will be remaindered. Come on in, it's not open. Is that the flaming decorator? Sims, where have you been?
Good evening, I'm Dr. Doringa Snide of the Victoria and Albert Museum.
Very nice to meet you, sir, but to what do we owe the pleasure here at Maison Hancock?
Well, I was just passing on a train up from Brighton and I couldn't help notice your terraced house from the railway carriage. It really stuck out. It's a little gem, isn't it?
Stuck out, did it? I better let the council know. Yes, we think it's a gem too. Nice of you to say. It's serviceable. We don't want any pretensions of grandeur, you know. It's just a good little honest home. However, it could do with a lick of paint, that's all.
Do you mind if I have a little look-see, a little rummage, a little recce? I have a hunch, a sixth sense. I've seen houses like it before. I'm an expert on terraced houses from the early Victorian period, 1893 to early June 1894. I'm a specialist. It's my life's work. I've written 32 books on the subject.
It's good to meet another enthusiast, Dr. Snide. My specialist subject is comedy 1981 to 2016, the wilderness years. Yes, make yourself at home, but be quick. I'm expecting a decorator around any moment.
It's just as I thought. You've got a Van Gogh.
I think you're mistaken. If I had a Van Gogh painting, I think I would have noticed it. I'd have flogged it.
No, stop messing about. This is the brother, Vince Van Gogh, who was the interior decorator and painter of the family and did a number of houses in the classic Art Nouveau style.
Vince Van Gogh, you say? No? Never heard of him. He's very interesting. I will bore all my colleagues about it at future BBC lunches from now on. Leave me some bump on the way out so I can gin up on him, will you? Thanks. Give my love to Victoria and Albert, won't you?
Oh no, I can't go. I don't think you understand the enormity of what I've just discovered. You simply don't understand what it means.
No? Does it mean I can't get rid of you and I'm going to have to call the police?
You don't know it, but you're sitting on a national treasure. Vince Van Gogh is the most important interior designer of the late 19th century. This is the best example I've seen of his work.
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't want you to think I'm not an art lover or anything, but I hadn't noticed enthusiast.
You are a bit thick then. Haven't you noticed the rich reds and yellows and succulent mouth-watering greens?
So you've visited the kitchens, have you? I do pride myself on my salad.
No, stop messing about. The goals of Vince's interior designs, metamorphosed into Vincent Van Gogh sunflowers, is a seminal influence.
Yes, thank you very much. I don't want any of that sort of talking here. I had a strict upbringing. East Sheen Methodist. However, you do seem to know your stuff. Do you know any good decorators as well? Sensitive and all that. I want a nice clean paint job. Nothing fancy, just tasteful. Let's say passion pink with Honolulu palm wallpaper in the bedroom. What do you think? You're the expert.
I'm afraid you mustn't touch the interior in any way, Mr. Hancock, with that sort of rubbish. It's a Vince Van Gogh original. It must be preserved for the nation.
But I must decorate. Bring it up to date. I don't want the birds I bring round here thinking I'm some fuddy-duddy middle-aged fool. I'm on trend, a go-getter.
Well, you'd better start getting a better class of bird. I've just made your interior grade 1 listed. The only go-getting you'll be doing is getting a prison sentence if you touch it. You'll be pilloried in the press as a jackanapes and a Philistine.
You can't do that. This is my house. I've got rights. There's no apes here, mate. Jack or no Jack.
It's all right. I'm sure we can bring you around, Mr. Hancock. In a few weeks, you'll learn to love your new house. We'll introduce you to Vince Van Gogh.
Right, you can do it now. Where is he? I'll give him a piece of my mind.
He's dead, Mr. Hancock. One of his customers didn't like one of his interiors and killed him in 1903.
Well, there you are then. It's not to everyone's taste. He should have tried a calming neutral or pastel instead of a striking flaming red. That might have soothed the savage breast. I'll call the decorator and get him round, shall I? We don't want anyone getting killed now, do we?
If you do anything, Mr. Hancock, I shall chain myself to your polychrome ceramic tile toilet bowl.
You do no such thing. I will not take my trousers down if you're in there.
All right, suit yourself. I'll tell you what, why don't I ring my boss at the V&A? She's very persuasive, you know. She has a certain way with good-looking men. I think we'll get on like a house on fire.
I've met a few femme fatales in my time. She won't be able to twist me round her little finger, I can tell you that. Many have tried and many have failed. I'm still single.
Yes, now there's a surprise, isn't it?
How's your decorating going, Hancock? Has your old man Sims turned up yet?
No, he flaming well hasn't. Quick, Sid, we've got about 2 hours. Here's 100 nicker. Go down to B&Q, pick up some paint and some wallpaper, anything will do, and bring it straight back here. If we don't do it now, we'll be stuck with Vince Van Gogh's mad interior design for the rest of our lives.
Who's this Vince Van Gogh when he's at home?
Well, it turns out he was the brother of Vincent Van Gogh. You know, the one who cut off his nose to spite his face. He ended up getting killed because his interior designs were so rubbish.
So he's dead. What's all the fuss about?
Some weirdo from the Victor and Albert Museum has slapped a grade 1 listed thingamy on the house because he says it's important. Vince was one of the foremost interior designs, or so Dr. Frankenstein reckons.
Okie doke. So what colour do you want?
Puce. It doesn't matter. Anything that covers up sunflower yellow quickly.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Hancock. Dr. Snide has been telling me so much about you. A man of taste and discernment, despite being a TV comic.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. We at the V&A don't watch television. Ooh, let me breathe in the wonderful atmosphere of 120 years of original, untouched design. It's a veritable masterpiece. What's that?
Cotton chips, my brown period.
Oh, you mustn't cook anything ever again, Mr. Hancock. The food smells. Mustn't be allowed to permeate the paint and fabrics. You don't smoke, do you?
Well, it has been known if I stand in front of the radiator after it's rained.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Of course, just a little jocularity. I have the odd cigar at Christmas, but not cigarettes. Sid does know.
Who is Sid? Where is he? I must speak to him. He has to stop. It'll turn everything yellow with nicotine.
Everything is yellow. Sunflower flaming yellow. Sid's the decorator. He'll be back in a minute.
I told you, Miss Matron, he's an iconoclast. He wants to paint over the Vincent. All my life I've waited to see one. It's a sacrilege with my grasp, the cup dashed from my lips.
Yes, how could you? But it's too late. It's grade 1 listed. You can't touch it.
Who says it's grade 1 listed? Let him show his face.
It's the grade 1 listing people at the Department of the Environment.
Well, hello, Mr. Hancock, sir.
Sims, where have you been?
Well, I had a bit of a funny turn, but I'm all right now. I've come to do the job.
You can't. This lot say the interior was designed by Vincent Van Gogh in 1893.
Or 1894, I can't be absolutely certain.
No, sir, that was me. I did it just before you moved in 20 years ago. The owner thought it was terrible, so he decided to move, and then you came. It was my fault.
No, oh, it can't be. It's a Vincent Van Gogh original.
I'm sorry, sir, it's not. I copied it for a laugh. I didn't like the geezer. He nearly killed me, though.
Dr. Snide.
Ooh, honey matron.